I'm originally from Cuba. I was born and raised there until I was 7 years old and came over by boat, fisherman's boat actually, in 1992, so I was 7, and I was later then raised in Miami. Once we reached here, we saw the lights. It was Key West. I think it was a military base down by Key West, and everybody was overjoyed. My name is Idaykis Rodriguez, and I'm a fourth-year PhD graduate student in the physics department. I do physics education research and focus on developing a physics identity in graduate students.
With the help of family, Rodriguez and her mother began their new life in America. The 7-year-old adjusted quickly to her new home.
In high school, I went to Felix Varela, where I met my physics teacher, Mr. David Jones. He was so passionate about the subject and teaching it that it made me feel passionate about something too. It just so happened to be physics.
Jones received training from FIU's Physics Education Research Group, one of FIU's interdisciplinary teams recognized for transformative models for STEM teaching and learning in our schools. Rodriguez graduated top of her class and chose to attend FIU. Soon after arriving, she met Professor Dr. Laird Kramer.
They welcomed me here with open arms in the physics department. Meeting Dr. Kramer and engaging in the community that he had built for the physics majors was a great opportunity to me.
The Physics Learning Center is central to this feeling of community.
It's a space that we have. It's managed by the students and used by the students, and it's a place where we can study, hang out, and love being there, and it becomes a hub for what we can do and communicate with each other.
Rodriguez flourished as an undergraduate. She was awarded a 10-week internship to Jefferson National Lab. There she worked with Douglas Higginbotham to revive and maintain an energy measuring device.
The work that I did with him was actually very inspiring. I got to meet other scientists working right there on critical physics that's happening at the time. And being part of the project made me realize what a strong community the physics community has.
Not only was she working with some of the best scientists in the world, she was presenting papers at international conferences. While the experiences were exhilarating, Rodriguez saw few people who looked or sounded like her.
I asked myself why there wasn't any more people, Hispanic physicists or scientists for that matter, working together with the physics education group here made me realize that I could ask those questions, particularly in research, and decided to not only give back by teaching and targeting those minority groups like me, but asking the question as to why.
She's now joined the university's Physics Education Research Group, the same place where her high school teacher learned his instructional techniques. Rodriguez is passionate about advancing FIU's commitment to building and validating models of effective STEM instruction.
My end goal is to figure out how this relates to minority students.
Today, Rodriguez teaches modeling classes, which are a drastic departure from the more traditional lecture classes students are accustomed to. Hands-on experiments and demonstrations take center stage, and students have embraced the technique.
They're not doing this just to learn physics, but they're doing this to, or at least we want them to have this message of learning to solve problems critically, to see the bigger picture in any kind of problem that they might have or come across in their own life.
In the 20 years since a fishing boat came ashore off Florida's coast, Rodriguez has traveled far. But she says her journey isn't over yet.
Hopefully within 5 years maybe, possibly be at a university, continuing my research and teaching physics, and helping students, like minority students like myself, reach their goals.